Hello out there, my name is Peter and this is in fact my very first video for YouTube. A video about photography, about film photography in particular. And today I want to talk about a certain aspect of film photography, about the scanning process. A process that most of you may know and that can be very frustrating sometimes. I've used several scanners over the years. I've used the Nikon 9000, I've used several Minolta image scanners, even the very good 5400. I've used the Imacon Precision 2, and none of those scanners gave me the quality and the certain look that I wanted, that I was looking for actually. This classic Tri-X Kodak portrait look. So I've read a lot about the subject and I noticed that all of these pictures that I adored and whose colors I loved were scanned on a Fuji Frontier system. Fuji Frontier isn't a scanner, it is a whole lab system which consists of a scanner, of a printing machine, and I think several other devices that I don't know. So the thing that interested me the most were the scanners of the Fuji Frontier system. I think the first generation was called SP-500, then there was a SP-2000, an SP-2500, and the last one is the SP-3000. It's very big, very heavy, and very expensive too. I think it costs several $10,000. It's so big that it comes with its own desktop, which has I think 2 or 3 PCs built in. So it's not very practical for the normal user. But then I got to know this little guy here. It's in fact the smaller brother of the SP-3000. It's the Fuji SP-500. A scanner that can be run in standalone mode and that in fact has the same technical specifications as its bigger brother, apart that it only can scan 35mm film. But 35mm is actually okay for me because all my other stuff I send to a professional film lab and they have the bigger machines, the SP-3000 too. The smaller one, the SP-500, almost has the same specs as the bigger machines, the SP-3000. I think it has almost the same resolution. It has, I think, about 20 megapixels. And it actually works almost like a traditional enlarger in a darkroom. So it gives you this certain look that we all love and adore about color negative films and about black and white film. So in this video I want to give you a small introduction about the SP-500, what it's capable of, how the scans look like, and how it's operated. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and please be kind to me. It's my very first video, as I said. It's improvised, and so let's see what's going to happen. Okay, so now I'm doing some voiceovers over the things you see on the screen now. This is the Fuji Frontier SP-5000 standalone scanner in all its glory. You notice that mine's missing a part of the front cover and also a part of the filter, so I replaced the filter with some very thin fabric and it works okay. So this is the film carrier. I'm gonna take it out, and the film carrier itself is, I think, almost as heavy as my old Nikon 9000 cool scanner, so it's very big and very heavy. And inside the film scanner actually you'll find a transport mechanism that transports the film, pulls the film in. I'm gonna open it. There you can see the diffuser plate in the middle. Some sort of softening device for the light. And inside the small slot you can see a brush which actually can be retracted and cleans the film while it is pulled in. So there is a manual carrier for the SP-500 that I once had, and this is okay if you want to scan small amounts of film, but if you want to scan a whole roll, this auto carrier is the way to go actually. It's very good, very fast, and very sturdy. So I open it up now. There's a small ledge on the side that you have to pull. And there you can see the interior of the auto carrier. You can see the diffuser plate, you can see all the rollers and some scanning lights for the film recognition. And as you will see later, the software always prompts you to clean the whole device very carefully. You have to clean the rollers, you have to clean the brush, the transport mechanism, the LED light source, the diffuser plates. And I always use an air blower for this. I think you have to do it with a Q-tip or with some cotton, but I think that for me, at least for me, the air blower is enough. So, in the small screen you can see the desktop of my MacBook, and I've got Windows XP installed on it on a virtual machine. I'm going to start it. And there I'm reinserting the film carrier again. You have to lock it by pressing this button. And of course you have to switch the machine on. It's actually very, very loud and very noisy because I think there are more than one fan in the machine. But the bigger one, the SP-500, is even louder, I think. So after XP has loaded, you will see this screen. This is the surface of the Fuji Frontier software. I'm not sure which version I got. I think it's a quite old version. There are newer ones with more options, but this one is perfectly fine for me. So on this screen you can select your film type. You can select negative, black and white, or a slide film. And then, as you can see in the smaller screen, you can insert the film, and it's pulled in. It reads the image, the software, and after a few seconds you see this preview. I've inserted this an older film, it's Portra 400, and normally if you pull in a whole roll, you can see 6 previews per page, but this one's only got 4 frames, so I think it's enough for now. By the way, you can see the small keyboard on the small screen, and there you can adjust several parameters of the scanner. You can rotate the image, you can adjust the color, the cyan, magenta, yellow, and then the density, almost like in an old enlarger. This is the density adjustment, so the image gets brighter or darker. It's very convenient with a small keyboard. And by double clicking you can enlarge the previews. And this is a picture that shows the typical skin tone of the Portra very, very good. And with older scanners I always struggle to get those colors right, to get especially the skin tones right. But with the Fuji Frontier machines, the software does a magic job, a very, very good job indeed, and the colors are almost instantly like I want them to be. There's a submenu where you can select the softness or the contrast of the image. You can select all soft or all hard, or you can soften the highlights or soften the shadows, or give the shadows a kick that they're a bit blacker. But we leave this on standard, so this is perfectly fine for me. This is with soft highlights actually, but just leave it on standard. So here I'm adjusting the color tones of the scan, the cyan and magenta values. And when I'm done with it, I just double click. There's another picture. And when I'm finished, I just hit start, and then the the fine scanning takes place. And the resolution of the scanner is, as I've already said, about 20 megapixels. This is the maximum resolution. And I think it takes about 10 seconds for a maximum resolution scan for one picture. So about, yeah, only a few minutes for a whole roll of film. And when it's finished, the frame comes out of the scanner. You can pull it out then. So you end the order. And then you have to click on this small icon on the bottom of the page. And there you have your scanned jobs. The first one is an older one that we don't need now. You just double click on the job, select browse, select your destination folder. And this is the one we just scanned. I put them in a folder called scans, which is on my Windows XP desktop. And from there, I just drag and drop the desktop folder to my Mac OS desktop. So it's very, very easy actually. So you quit the software. The machine tells you to clean around the machine and to switch off the scanner. So let's do this now. And then you can shut down the software and then you're finished. This is my scans folder that we just put our scans into. And then I just drag and drop this folder to my Mac desktop. These are all the scanning jobs I did in the past. Yeah, there we have it. So now you have your JPEGs on your Macintosh desktop. Oh, by the way, the Fuji software can't export TIFF files. You always have to export either JPEGs or BMPs. I always use JPEGs. It works for me perfectly, so I don't export BMPs anymore. JPEGs are fine. So now I'm importing them into Lightroom. So let's just have a quick look at the sharpness of the scanner. It's very sharp. It probably isn't as sharp as the drum scan or as the bigger Imicon or Hasselblad scanners, but it's very, very sharp, at least as sharp as the Nikon scanners in my opinion. And it has edge-to-edge flatness. So let's zoom in a bit more. There you have it. Now this is Portra 400 film. Of course it's grainy, but I think you can see how sharp this how sharp the scans actually are. And even the edges are perfectly fine for me, or the corners of the frame. So that's basically it. And these scanners are made actually to run the whole day, so so you can leave them on for just the whole day and it'll run fine. like I said, these machines are very, very sturdy. They're very well made and very heavy. So there rarely goes something wrong. But if something goes wrong, you've got a problem, because the spare parts are very expensive, and you have to call a Fuji tech to get it sorted out for you. So that's it, I think. And yeah, that's what these machines are capable of. So there you have it. This was my first video for YouTube, and probably the first video about the SP-500. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, please leave something in the comments. So I encourage you to look for a film lab that uses the Fuji Frontier system, the SP-3000, or perhaps even the SP-500. Or perhaps you're even interested in buying one for yourself. They pop up on eBay from time to time, and they run about, I think, 1,000 euros. At least that's what I paid for mine. But be sure to get the automatic feeder for it. They are very, very good actually for fast scanning. And be sure to get the proper software for it, because otherwise you have a very big and very expensive paperweight. So, thanks for watching, and see you again next time. Bye bye.